Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. And this week's Fool is Nadhim Zahawi. You know, the guy who used public money to heat his stables some years ago. He gave it back, but then claimed it was a genuine mistake. Anyway, the Tory party has been struggling to excuse the biggest mistake of the year, the mini-budget, which had uncosted parts and therefore spooked the markets, resulting in a massive drop in the pound and pension funds coming within hours of total collapse. The Chancellor, who was responsible for this, blamed the Queen this week, while Nadhim here blamed Vladimir Putin. Have a listen.
What would Vladimir Putin want us to do? He wants to be divided right now because he's using energy.
Oh, come on.
Because he's using energy.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, come on.
You can't say sorry because Vladimir Putin may not like it.
I said to you...
Nadhim, people are laughing
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I just want to point that out.
Really?
Do you not believe that Vladimir Putin is using energy, which is where the inflation is coming from, where countries around the world are having to raise interest rates?
Nadhim, with respect, what does this have to do with a simple apology to the British people for the train wreck that has happened in the last 10 days?
I just said to you, Liz, in her conference, she said, I get it, and I
Are you sorry?
I changed the policy.
Are you sorry?
Of course I'm sorry. Absolutely.
Thank you.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with saying, I get it, and I've listened, and I've acted, and 95% of what I want to do, I'm going to deliver, and I'll drop the 5%. That's a good thing. But for you to say that Putin has nothing to do with inflation is...
I didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Sorry,
I said he had nothing to do with stopping you apologising.
Okay, so if you think he had something to do with inflation, then it has to do with interest rates going up.
So far, you've all...
Which countries have interest rates go up?
With respect, in the last 10 days, so far, for the monumental cock-up you did with this mini-budget, I've so far heard people blame the Queen and the funeral for what happened. You're now blaming Vladimir Putin, and I'm saying to you, actually, it's simpler than that. Your mini-budget caused the chaos.
Wonderful. And kudos to Piers Morgan. I don't normally say that, but well said, Piers Morgan. This attempt, they messed up. Now, Nadhim Zahawi said, yeah, I'm sorry, but he didn't exactly say what he was sorry for. He went on to say, we listened to the public and we listened to the party and we turned the ship around. Isn't it interesting when it came to Brexit, they didn't listen to the public and say, actually, this was a mistake and we'll turn it around. So this is a big pile of crap when they say, yeah, we listened to the public and we got rid of it. It was a distraction as well. Absolutely pathetic. But this attempt just to turn back, always return to Vladimir Putin. He's the fault here. He's to blame for the Chancellor having an uncosted mini budget. Really? I thought it was pretty bad when we heard this week from the Chancellor himself saying, yeah, he was under stress because of the funeral. And that's why he rolled out this dodgy mini budget. Really, this has caused more damage than the pandemic has. Just think about that. It has done more damage to the UK economy than the pandemic. I don't know if it has done as much damage as Brexit. Brexit is a bit more long term, but it has certainly done more damage than the pandemic. And no one has resigned over this. All they've done is said, yes, we listened to the public and we listened to the party and we removed this part. And now let's move on. Let's forget about it. Absolutely pathetic. And this is why he's our Fool of the Week. See you next time for our next Fool of the Week.